A long-time problem in Israel has started again. It is about army service for very religious Jewish men. This problem causes a big discussion. It is important for Israel and its government. The problem is that many very religious men do not have to join the army. This has been a rule for a long time. Other Israelis feel angry about this. These other Israelis serve in the army. People are talking about this issue again. It shows problems between different groups in Israel. It is hard to find a fair balance between religious freedom and a citizen's duty. This argument is also about politics. It often makes problems for the government. Very religious political groups have a lot of power in Israel's government. In the past, people tried to make new laws. They wanted very religious men to join the army, but very religious people strongly said no. They had big protests. This debate is back. It means there is no easy solution yet. This problem is still a major issue in Israeli politics. This army problem is not just about the army. It is also about money differences. It is about how religion works in the country. And it is about everyone helping the country together. Israel has difficult security problems now, so the question of who must serve and who does not is very urgent. It is hard to find a solution that all different groups like. This solution must also be fair. It must say that everyone should help the country. This is one of the biggest problems inside Israel today.
Ukraine has a big problem with corruption. This means people use their power for dishonest money. President Zelensky's most important helper has left his job. Some people say this is a big change for the government during the war. This helper quit after police searched his home. These police look for corruption. They were looking into a big corruption problem in the energy business. This is bad news for President Zelensky's government. The government always said it would fight corruption. This is important now, during the war. This helper was close to the president. His leaving shows that Ukraine needs to be more open and honest. Ukraine needs to show this because it wants more money and weapons from other countries. Ukraine has always had problems with corruption. Even with the war, people in Ukraine and other countries want the government to stop dishonest actions. The police searching the helper's house shows the problem is serious. It also shows that the police want to catch important government people who do bad things. This change inside the government happens while Ukraine is still fighting Russia. This makes the government's job much harder. This problem and the helper quitting might make people trust the government less. It might also change what other countries think about Ukraine's government. President Zelensky must now show he still wants to fight corruption. He needs to make his government strong again. This is hard because of problems inside and outside Ukraine.
Donald Trump made a choice. He let Juan Orlando Hernandez go free. Hernandez was the old president of Honduras. He was in jail in the United States. He was jailed for selling drugs. Many people are very unhappy about this. This choice will be important for future elections. Hernandez going to jail was good for fighting corruption, bad actions, in Central America. So Trump's pardon makes many people angry. They want fair justice. They want powerful people to pay for their crimes. Many people think Trump did this for political reasons. This decision will greatly affect how countries are managed and the fight against organized crime. This pardon will greatly change politics, especially in Honduras and other countries in Latin America. Other people who are accused of corruption or drug crimes might feel stronger now. They might think they will not get a strong punishment. Trump did this just before important elections. This means it could be a big new factor for the elections. It might change how people vote. It might change how political groups work together in their own country and with other countries. People who do not agree say this pardon is bad for the law. They say it gives a message that powerful people might not be punished. This decision is not just about politics now. It makes people wonder if the fight against drugs and corruption will continue for a long time in this part of the world. The U.S. usually helps to catch and punish foreign leaders who do these crimes. This big pardon might be seen differently by other countries. Crime groups might also see it differently. People will keep talking about Hernandez's pardon. It will affect future rules about justice between countries. It will also affect how countries work together. People who do not agree say this pardon is bad for the law. They say it gives a message that powerful people might not be punished. This decision is not just about politics now. It makes people wonder if the fight against drugs and corruption will continue for a long time in this part of the world. The U.S. usually helps to catch and punish foreign leaders who do these crimes. This big pardon might be seen differently by other countries. Crime groups might also see it differently. People will keep talking about Hernandez's pardon. It will affect future rules about justice between countries. It will also affect how countries work together.
Donald Trump, who used to be the U.S. president, said that the sky over Venezuela is closed. This made problems between the U.S. and Venezuela worse. Venezuela's government quickly said no to this. They called Trump's words a colonialist threat. Trump said this, and the U.S. said it before. Now, many people worry about a possible fight or war in the area. Both sides speak badly. This shows they have many problems. They argue about who leads Venezuela and about drug problems. Trump also said the U.S. will start fighting drugs in Venezuela on land. He said this will happen very soon. This makes the situation more tense. These words mean the U.S. might do more than just talk or stop money. People worry about safety in the whole Latin American area. Venezuela's government thinks Trump's words stop them from ruling their own country. They believe the U.S. always tries to get involved in their business. Venezuela has a big crisis now. The government is not stable, money is bad, and many people are leaving the country. Other countries around the world are worried about this. These new events could make the area even less stable. They could also make problems for people worse. It looks like both countries will have many arguments and maybe even action for a long time. Russia attacked Ukraine recently. 6 people died. The war is still very bad. This happened while Ukraine's leaders went to the United States for talks. They want to find a way to end the long war. Russia keeps attacking. They use drones and missiles. This hurts Ukrainian cities and people a lot. For example, Russia used drones and missiles to attack Kiev. 6 people were hurt. There was more damage. These attacks happened at the same time as the important talks. This shows how difficult and confusing the war is. Ukraine wants help from other countries. They also want to find ways to make peace. But the fighting on land is still very strong. The war has been going on for over 3 years. It makes Eastern Europe very unstable. It also affects many countries around the world. The talks in the U.S. are very important for Ukraine. Ukraine needs more military help and support from other countries to fight Russia. Also, Ukraine used sea drones. They hit Russian oil ships in the Black Sea, near Turkey. Ukraine wants to hurt Russia's money and army power. These attacks at sea are a new step. They want to stop Russia from selling oil and moving army supplies. Now the war is not just on land, but also at sea. Both sides are fighting hard. They are also talking more for peace. This shows they are trying many ways in this long international problem.
Pope Leo XIV has finished his first trip to another country as Pope. This was an important visit to Turkey. He will now go to Lebanon. In Turkey, he visited the Blue Mosque in Istanbul. This was an important stop. It showed that he wants Christians and Muslims to talk and understand each other better. This first trip is important for the new pope. It shows he wants to work for peace and understanding around the world. Turkey is an old country. It connects the East and the West. The Pope asked Turkey to help make peace in a difficult part of the world. He talked with Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. They probably talked about world problems. They also talked about helping different religions live together well. The Pope met with Muslim leaders. He also visited an important Muslim place. This showed he wants people to be united and respect each other. This is important because religions are often divided in the world. Pope Leo XIV will now go to Lebanon. This visit is very important for Lebanon. The country has many problems with its government and money. Also, people from many different religions live there. People hope the Pope will bring a message of hope and support to Lebanon. He will also ask for peace. He wants all groups in Lebanon to work together. This trip to two countries shows that the new Pope wants to help with important world problems. He wants to make peace by talking and understanding others.
Hong Kong has dealing with a very bad apartment fire. At least 128個人死亡. This is one of the worst fires in Hong Kong ever. The big fire burned a tall apartment building. Now, the city is set for 3 days. Rescue workers have stopped searching. Officials are looking at how bad the fire was. Many things were destroyed, and many people died. This made people in Hong Kong very shocked. People are very sad. They want to know why and how the fire started. The fire was in an area called Tai Po. Police have arrested some people. 3 managers from a building company are in jail. Police think they are connected to the fire. Maybe they were not careful, or maybe there were problems with the building work. This could be why the fire spread fast and killed so many people. Officials are checking this. Hong Kong officials must find answers. People want to be sure this bad fire will not happen again. Because of this fire, China will now check all buildings in the country for fire safety. Local groups are helping people who lived through the fire. Many survivors lost their homes and family members. The fire shows there might be problems with building safety rules. It also shows problems with how cities respond to emergencies, especially where many people live. The investigation is continuing. They will look at fire safety rules, what the building was made of, and how people left the building. This is to understand why so many died. They want to stop bad things like this from happening again.
An Israeli drone recently attacked a town called Bani Suhaila. This town is in southern Gaza. Medics say 2 Palestinian children died. This attack makes the fighting worse. It also makes the very bad situation for people in Gaza even harder. Many people who are not soldiers have been hurt or killed. Also, many buildings are broken in this area. This attack happened at this difficult time. Groups that help people have often warned about the bad conditions. Palestinian people do not have enough food, water, medicine, or places to live. The fighting has not stopped. The Gaza Health Ministry says that more than 70,000 people have now died. This is a very large number. More people have died recently. This shows that the fighting in Gaza continues. Other countries have tried to stop the fighting. They tried to make peace deals. There were some agreements to stop fighting, but reports say Israel still attacks. This means people who are not soldiers keep suffering. People in Gaza feel more and more sad and without hope. The war causes more problems than just deaths. Many people have lost their homes. They had to leave. Many people are also badly hurt. They feel very sad and scared. Important buildings and systems in Gaza are badly broken. This makes it hard to give help to people. It also makes it hard to give them important things like electricity and water. Countries around the world still ask for a lasting peace. They want it to be easier to give help to Gaza. But this new drone attack shows it is very hard to get real peace. It is hard to keep people safe. This attack makes other countries want to act more. They want to fix this growing problem. They also want to make sure people are responsible for what they do. Groups helping people are finding it harder to work. The place is very dangerous. The fighting seems to continue again and again. This has very sad and serious results for all the people who are not soldiers. Very bad floods and landslides happened in Southeast Asia. Many people died and many things were broken. Over 500 people died in Indonesia, Malaysia, and Thailand. Helpers are still working. They are still checking how bad the damage is. Some news says 303 people died there. Other news says 164. In Thailand, 162 people died because of the floods. This big problem shows that Southeast Asia can be easily hurt by very bad weather. Pictures from flying cameras in Thailand show a lot of damage after the floods. They show towns underwater and broken roads and buildings. Many people had to leave their homes. They went to safe places for a short time. People in these areas need help quickly. They do not have enough food or water. It is also hard to get clean water. People might get sick easily. The leader of Thailand said the government made some mistakes in helping people. He said they need to get better at getting ready for floods and helping people. Groups from other countries and local helpers are bringing help. They are finding and saving people. They are giving medical help, food, and places to stay. It will take a long time and a lot of money to rebuild everything. They want to build stronger towns and roads to stop problems from bad weather in the future. Bad weather happens often here. This shows that Southeast Asia needs good plans to deal with changing weather quickly.
Airbus wants to fix many of its A320 planes. They are calling planes back from all over the world. This is a big step. There is a serious problem. It can make the plane's computer not work right. This computer helps control the plane. Airbus will give planes new computer software. This is an urgent update. It will help stop problems from strong sunlight. Experts think strong sunlight might cause these computer errors. About 6,000 A320 planes need this fix. This makes people in the flight industry worried. Airbus made this decision to keep flights safe. They want the A320 planes to be very reliable. The A320 is a common plane for many people. Strong sun rays might affect the plane's smart computers. This shows that space weather can be a new problem for modern machines. Airlines with A320 planes are now rushing to get the new software. They must follow Airbus's instructions. This will probably cause many changes and delays for travelers everywhere. Fixing all these planes and updating the software is a very big task. Airbus, government flight groups, and airlines in many countries must work together. The USA has not had many problems yet, but many planes need fixing. So, travelers and airlines around the world will likely have delays. They will also need to change plans in the next weeks and months. This problem shows that plane engineers must always find new ways. They must protect planes from new dangers. They must always keep flying very safe.